The Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coaches Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's Murfreesboro on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and streaming at WGNSSports.com.
And this portion of the Coach's Show is brought to you by Ideas Tees, who will be happy to help you fulfill all of your imprinted apparel, embroidery, and advertising specialty needs. Find out more at ideastees.com. And joining me this morning is girls coach Vergne Wolverines, the Lady Wolverines, Coach Steve Carter. Steve, how are you this morning?
Doing good, sir. How are you? I'm
doing great, and I know we look at this and kind of look at the season as a whole up to this point, and I know you've had a win or two. You've also struggled a little bit, and I'm thinking from looking at scores. I'm not at the games, but looking at scores, I know you're having a little bit of trouble putting points on the board.
Yes, sir. Just trying to find a way to get a little bit more consistent for four quarters. Last night against East Nashville, we go out and play some really stiff competition, try and get prepped for the gauntlet that we have to go through for the district play. Mm-hmm. And East Nashville team last night that's really, real well coached and fundamentally sound, and so did not show up in the first half and got our feet under us in the second half and really competed and fought. And hopefully we turned the corner last night, because I was really impressed with how we, didn't quit last night and showed up and really made some gutsy plays there at the end and turned it into a ball game. The score may not show up like it looks like it, but after we dug ourselves in the hole the first half, we really played evenly matched with them in the second half.
I think really consistency is the word. You've played a Harpeth Hill team. They're ranked. I mean, your schedule is pretty good, and I know there's a reason for that, is for improvement, and you can only do that if you play really the best.
Yes, sir. Harpeth Hall we played early on this week as well. They've got a couple of girls that play for B. Wright and some Pride teams, and so really well-coached program as well, and something where me and the coach got together this summer and decided we want to start playing. And we don't run from competition. And, again, playing in the district that we do, especially when we come off the break, we hit it head-on pretty hard. So we want to play the good competition early on and get tested, get battle-tested early, and it's going to make us better in the long run.
One thing I do notice, and as I noticed that you're having difficulty scoring, but your defense is playing very well, and keeping the score low is a big plus for your program.
Yes, sir. We had a goal last night trying to hold East under 35, and some people would look at that and say that's a high expectation. But again, in the second half, we showed up. In the first half, we dug ourselves in some holes early on, just with some mental mistakes that we made. So defensively was where we tried to put a lot of focus this off season, this summer. We got it done on that end. And the offense is going to come. East is very physical. Every time we cut, they hit us early. Played very physical from the tip. And so, again, we made adjustments. The girls were very coachable last night in timeouts at halftime, and that's why I'm excited about what we did in the second half, and hopefully moving forward, that'll continue to build some momentum.
You've Steve, you've been at the beginning of the, and I hate to say rebuild, because I know when you take over a program, you sometimes you lose seniors. It's not like you can keep them for years and years and years, but that's part of it too, is getting people to buy into the program. And it seems like in the last couple of years that's starting to come around a little bit for you, and keeping kids in your program and finding girls that want to play ball.
Yes, sir, and I'm excited about what our feeder school is doing. I was able to go watch Laverne Middle play the other night. Former player that played for us when I was helping with the boys coach at Laverne years ago, Kyle Carter, is an assistant over there, and he's jumped in and started putting some footwork in over there at that program. And so hopefully they're starting to build something there, and that's going to enable us to have some more success at the high school level. He was actually at the game last night. Me and him was able to catch up and talk. So I like what he's able to help with, implement over there at the feeder program. And then with what we have there, I've got three seniors. One of them's been out sick, but the two that's been with me now for 3 years, I just asked them last night, I said, can y'all give me another 4 years? Just wouldn't trade them for nothing. Mm-hmm. Hard work, good leadership. Trinity Ryan had 7 blocks at Harpeth Hall the other night. She's getting it done on the defensive end. Sometimes has to handle the pressure with our point guard, Ajani Sistrum. And then Jada Starnes getting it done on both ends, defensively and offensively, just really a workhorse. So I'm just excited for what they've brought to the program. Going to hate to see them leave at the end of the year, but couldn't ask for two more quality leaders than those two young ladies.
And, Steve, when you get leaders like that, that kind of bodes well for the rest of the program and for years to come to have those kind of girls, because they go back and they talk about their experience at Laverne and the things that they accomplished, and I would think that helps the overall program looking down the road here.
Yes, sir. One of the biggest things with the culture that we've started to kind of shift, and this is, it started with the coaches before me. I've got a good relationship with both the former two coaches that were here before me, but we started bringing former players back. This summer they came in and worked out with us some, came back and talked to the girls. So with the excitement in the air brewing, with the success of the boys program, Coach Rutland does a fantastic job. Couldn't ask for a better working relationship with the boys coach, and we get along well and always pitching ideas back and forth with each other. He came in and was helping us the other day some, and such a good point of view to have from him. And the excitement with our new boys coach, football coach with Coach Johnson. So there's some excitement in the halls with what we're trying to do with the athletic programs. Level 5 school this year with the educational success as well. So I'm excited for what we have going on at the halls of Laverne High School.
And we're talking to Coach Steve Carter, head coach of the Laverne Lady Wolverines. And Steve, let's take a little bit look down the road here. I know you've got some Christmas stuff going on. How do you plan for that? What's happening going forward here in the next couple of weeks?
We play Antioch on Monday, so one of our former district foes in our last district alignment that we have. So got a couple of former players that had some moves, and so they're over there playing now. So that's going to be fun to play against some former players. And then we got the Independence tournament coming up that following Friday and Saturday of next week, where we play Hillsborough on Friday, a really good competitive team that's going to play aggressive defense and going to really test us. And then we play Pearl Cone on Saturday.
And Steve, you talk about the district, and it does change quite. I think it changes too often, but that's just my opinion. But and seeing old foes like Antioch, I know that's good. That's relationships that you've gotten from playing in the same. The districts change, and it makes it kind of difficult sometimes to make that adjustment to new teams as you're going to be playing.
It does, and then with the change for next year, it's going to be harder to fill up your schedule. You're going to have to reach out and find some more opponents to fill up what you need to work on. And, it's always changing. So I think the one that we're in next year, starting next year, is a 4-year alignment. So that's going to be a little bit easier for us to kind of know our foes because it's 4 years that we play them. So it's always a challenge. You never know what you're going to get. But like I said, especially with the boys and the success they've had over the last few years, we try to go out and try to play the same team so it's easier on the transportation. And they're going to play tough competition, and we welcome all competition. It's only going to make us better in the long haul.
Steve, you really have to stay on the phone, don't you, to get a schedule going? And with it changing like it does, you're a busy man outside of just the word coaching. There's a lot more to it. I think people don't realize that.
Yes, sir, it is. But this year I've been blessed with some few more coaches on my staff that has really helped me take some of the workload off of me. Got a young lady, Coach Williams, who's been able to take and do a lot of film breakdown for me. So it's always good to have good help, and it makes it easier for me. And I love what I do. Coaching's in my family bloodline, and it helps me get through. I like the grind of it, and I love the coaching relationships that we've built over the years. And so, like I said, I'm built for it. I enjoy it, and I'm excited for especially what we have these next few weeks before the holidays. And then, when we come out of Christmas break, we got a gauntlet from the beginning. We got Wilson Central first, and then we have Lebanon, and then we go straight to Stewart's Creek. So it's right around the corner.
Just from hearing you seem a little more excited than I think maybe in years past. I think you like what you're seeing. I know the record probably doesn't show that, but from what I'm understanding from you, I believe you're pretty happy with the group that you've got, and I think that's really important.
Well, we don't pass the look test when you look at our record, but I can promise you this: after last night, if you talk to East, they're going to say they were battle tested in that second half. And I've asked the girls since I've taken over the program to take on your head coach's persona. and my assistant coaches as well. You know, we're gonna work. We're gonna be in a gym, and we're gonna do everything we can to put them in the right spots. But they have to be willing to buy in, and they've done that. So again, just really excited about what we did in the second half last night, and if we can push forward and build that momentum with what we did this summer early on when we were really getting things done on both ends of the floor, I think we've got a chance to open some eyes this year, and hopefully after the teams play us this year, they're going to know that they were in for a fight.
One last thing, I know when you go to Laverne, that's an experience, and it's a good experience. I know you guys are really working hard at making that a pleasurable experience for your fans, for former players, for radio personnel. I mean, it's a fun place to be, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys down the road here after Christmas.
Yes, sir. It helps when you have good people that you work with, and so from our faculty to all the coaches at all the programs, from our soccer coach to Coach McMillan, the baseball coach and softball, we all know the grind that it takes to try to build a successful program, and we're all there talking and sharing ideas, and it makes it easier for each other when we're all on the same page. So it's an exciting time to be there, and really looking forward to the growth of the overall sports program that we have going on there.
All right, Steve, it's good talking to you, and have a good Christmas, and we will talk to you as soon as we get back after the first of the year.
Yes, sir. Same to you guys, and we appreciate you guys as always.
All right, that's Steve Carter, the head coach of the Lady Wolverines of Laverne. And this portion of the show has been brought to you by Bowen's Body Shop. From dings and dents to full body work, trust Jeff and Cal Bowen to do the job right. They're located on Middle Tennessee Boulevard. We're going to talk Oakland basketball when we come back.
This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're in